I am here with Claressa Shields, the multi-time women's boxing champion, multi-weight class champion, undefeated, also a PFL mixed martial artist. And on December 23rd, she will be holding her fourth annual toy drive. So, Claressa, first of all, just give us a little bit of background on the toy drive, how this came about, and what people need to know.
Well, the Shields Community Outreach Corporation does community work throughout the year in the Flint and Beecher communities. This is our fourth annual Christmas giveaway. Um, we just partner with a bunch of other programs, and we just don't only give out toys, but we give out food baskets, clothes, hygiene, and then also just give the kids a chance to pick out a gift and get a picture with Santa. Um, December is one of the biggest times to give throughout the year. And I just know that the idea for me, why I wanted to do the Christmas giveaway was because growing up, I grew up and I didn't have a whole lot, but I really do remember like the times when I went to the church and I had to pick up my gifts there from the church. And you never know what was in the boxes, but it was never nothing that I wanted. So to get the kids a chance to pick the gifts that they actually want and just to be able to give back means a lot to me.
Well, obviously, very admirable, very generous this time of year. I think I saw, or you mentioned, there's not just toys. There's going to be winter clothing. There's going to be water giveaway as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have water, toys, food baskets, clothes, hats, coats, all that type of stuff will be there.
Well, no doubt needed. And you mentioned as well the Shields Outreach Foundation that you've established. So it's not just this time of year that you're involved. It is year round. You touched on your background there, but was it important to you to be more than just a partner to lead something like this yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to do what I can to help families around Flint, especially during these hard times. Like people don't really realize how hard it is during the holidays. I'm talking about Thanksgiving, where all the families get together and they have these big old dinners. Some people can't afford those big dinners. So and then also like back to school giveaways. We do Easter bike giveaways, turkey giveaways, hat and coats. It's like to be able to help them, like we can make it easier for them throughout the entire year. And I don't know, like I wouldn't really say that I lead the Claressa Shields annual Christmas giveaway. I would say that I partner with other organizations that really want to give back to the community in a large way. Um, my name is on the forefront of it because when I mention things, the kids come out, the parents come out, and they know that it's going to be very organized and very neat when it has my name involved. So that's why I do it. And it's really just to help the families, like, yeah, to make the kids happy, but it's to help the families because I remember all the help that I got growing up and us going to the free food place and stuff like that. And it just made me feel not left out.
And again, very admirable. Talk to me about the sense of community in Flint. I think a lot of people know Flint, obviously, and tragically from the tainted water scandal. But is it has it really kind of come together in the years since in terms of rallying around each other?
Flint is a very resilient city with a lot of resilient people. Even the kids are resilient. They got heart. So the water crisis is still active, but it's not keeping the community down. Like I feel like we've all come together and we found a way to make it easier for those in our communities. Um, there are water drives all over in Flint. You can go pick up water at churches. Um, Flint is not a town full of people who are down and out. Definitely not. We're going to keep thriving and keep striving and just doing the best that we can, no matter what. So Flint, of course, still needs help with the water crisis, but we not down and out about it, 100%.
Well, good to hear they've got the fighting spirit, and obviously that is something that you personify. And of course, I'm going to have to ask you a couple questions about fighting. The big news of late is that you did re-sign with the PFL. I don't know what your plans are, but is there a chance we see you in the cage next, in the ring next? Kind of where are you at with your thinking?
I will be in the cage between New Year's and April. So
Love it.
I will be returning back to the cage first, and then I'll be having boxing matches after.
So I guess the question is, I won't ask you to spill the beans or anything, but do you have an opponent in mind or selected already, or?
No, it's just my job to get ready for my opponents. I don't ever know who they are till PFL lets me know, and it's just my job to be prepared. So I'm just in the gym training, learning the ground stuff, learning how to throw some more MMA combinations, mixing up the kicks with the hands, and just knowing how to cage fight, knowing how to ground fight, knowing how to do jiu-jitsu and wrestling. Like that's just my job. I don't worry myself with who the opponent is, because a fight is a fight no matter who it's against.
Well, I guess with the time frame you just gave me, camp is probably going to start very shortly after Christmas. So I guess this is a chance for you to enjoy the holidays, and then you go right into fight camp.
I've already been training, but yeah. After Christmas it gets serious.
Good to hear. And, I wanted to ask you something else as well. Obviously, you're undefeated as a boxer, multi-weight class, multi-time champion under many, many sanctioning bodies. I'm not going to rattle them off. We'd be here all day. But something that we saw recently was that Amanda Serrano came out and said, I want to fight 3-minute rounds. She actually relinquished her WBC title because they wouldn't play ball. What is your take on that front? Is that something you'd like to do as well?
Well, one, I just want to, take my hat off to Amanda Serrano up on doing that, because I haven't fought for my undisputed championship ever. Like, since I've been undisputed, all my fights have been for undisputed championships. Um, it took her a lot of heart to relinquish her WBC belt because she worked so hard for it. But she's trying to do a whole movement to make women's boxing equal to the men. So I applaud her for that. Um, but just my personal opinions on it is that everybody can't jump and fight in 10 rounds, 2 minutes, which is 20 minutes, and jump to fight in 36 minutes, 12 minutes. I mean, 12 rounds for 3 minutes. It's actually, to me, it's a little bit dangerous. So I feel like us as champions and us as women need to come together with a strategic game plan to get everybody ready for the 12 3 minutes. So either we start making our world championship fights for all our fights 10 3-minute rounds or 12 2-minute rounds. And then we figure out where to go from there before we just jump from fighting 20 minutes to 36. But Amanda Serrano is a woman that can do it. I'm a woman that can fight 36 minutes. I believe Katie Taylor can fight 36 minutes. And maybe there's a few others, but not all of the women in boxing who are even champions are prepared to just jump from fighting 20 minutes to 36. So I'm saying it's like on the safe side, you need to like rethink it maybe and do 12 2-minute rounds, or do the 3 10-minute rounds, and then after a few years then fight for the 12 3-minute rounds. But it's gonna take some time, and say that the WBC didn't want to get on board, but I'm still happy that Amanda Serrano did it, because she proved that women can do exactly what the men do.
When you came into MMA, where women have been fighting 5-minute rounds, same as the men for years and years, was there any difference in terms of your strategy or your approach going into the longer rounds, even though total time for a 3-round fight is still going to be 15 minutes?
Mm, nah, I didn't. Excuse me. No, I didn't. To get ready for the 5 minutes, I just continued to train. It's like I got inside the cage and I set my time for 5 minutes, and I went in there and I sparred, or I went there and I did the workouts. Like, that's how you get ready for it. It really wasn't something that I could um like that you can get ready for. Like, mentally, it's like, okay, you're fighting 5 minutes, but it's like it's 5 minutes of not just boxing. It's 5 minutes of wrestling, jujitsu, boxing, kicking. It's so many different things. So it's more of a mental wear on your brain than it is actually on the body, to me. But nah, because I fight 10 2-minute rounds, and that's a 20-minute fight versus 5 3-minute rounds, which is 15. So I'm still doing more in boxing right now, unless I'm fighting for a championship, which is 25 minutes. But mm, the 5-minute rounds, I just set my timer for it, and I just train for it, and I place workouts around 5 minutes so I can get used to it.
Gotcha. I guess the obvious question as well, you've had the couple of fights in MMA. Obviously, like you said, now there's grappling, now there's wrestling. It's not just boxing. You've got the mixture of the combat disciplines. What has been the toughest transition or toughest part of the transition for you?
Of course, the ground game. I mean, the wrestling, the jujitsu has been the hardest for me. But it gets easier as I keep doing it, as I learn more. You know, I 1-1 in MMA, but I feel like I should be 2-0. I feel like I beat Abigail. I landed more punches. She only got one takedown on me. And the other one I got back up, but I landed more punches. I landed more kicks, and for some reason, she got the decision with the last takedown. So, but that's been the hardest part, though, just the ground game. But I'm doing my best to get better at it.
Well, it was a split decision, of course, a very close fight. Was it difficult to kind of deal with that loss, given that in boxing you've done nothing but win?
Yeah, it's hard for me to lose. Period. It's hard for me to lose playing a video game. So of course it's hard for me to lose in a match that I actually got ready for and spent months in Albuquerque getting ready for. It definitely um made me upset. But everybody just kept telling me like it's not your sport, and I'm like I know, but still like I still feel like I won. So losing just hurts to me. Period. It doesn't matter whether it's in boxing or whether it's in MMA. It all feels good. It all feels the same.
Well, looking forward to you getting back, bouncing back from that loss. And then, like you said, the plan will be boxing later in the year.
Yeah, a few matches actually.
Anyone in particular in mind?
Uh, Whoever the best is, that's it. I'm undisputed up at 160. Anybody want to come fight me at 160? I got all the belts, and I'm ready to put them up to fight against whoever.
All right, good stuff. I'm going to ask you one more before I let you go. Actually, you touched on the weight there. We saw the PFL kind of move away from the women's lightweight division, at least for the season format. This past year, it was 145 that they ran. Are you still going to stay at lightweight in MMA at 155?
Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm fighting at 55.
Good stuff. Well, Claressa, congratulations on the fourth annual toy drive. Absolutely fantastic thing for the community. Looking forward to seeing you back, and thanks again for the time today.
No problem. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.
You too. Bye.